I want to talk about how I think Fred was the inspiration for Ryan Gosling as Ken.
I said this! I even Googled it and brought it up. I was like, Katrina,
Dude.
look! I was like, it's the exact same.
Is that not Ryan Gosling himself? Welcome back to the pod, guys.
Hey.
How's it going? Katrina, how was your week? I haven't seen you guys in another week. This is like another record.
That is not true.
Oh, it's not? Did I lie?
Yes, you did.
Wait, when?
Oh boy, did we see each other.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that, quite frankly. It's been a minute.
What happened, Molly?
Wow, you're acting like I did something wrong.
You'll tell this the most funny, so.
Okay. I saw you at Whole Foods. Okay, no.
You're right, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so funny. So, yeah, no, I mean, all that happened was I turned the corner at Whole Foods and I see Rachel's profile, and it took me a good 3 seconds to, like, be like, I know her.
Okay, I was looking for ice cream. I'll reenact it.
And then I'm like, oh, hi! And I see just pure unbridled rage pass over her eyes, and she looks at me, and then it's a good full second until she recognized and she's like, oh, God, I thought I was going to have to talk to somebody.
I hate when people hit on me in public.
Yeah.
Something about my essence lets people know that they can talk to me, and that is false.
I had the opposite.
Yeah,
I'm so
I know.
sorry about that.
No, I know.
You gotta get the side eye going.
I don't know what it is about my face.
Probably like the general Disney princess-ishness of it.
It's the fact that flowers keep blooming out of my face.
Yeah, like bluebirds fly to you.
I keep singing. Yeah.
You should get that checked out.
I know. Yeah, so in that like split second, I was like, fuck no. And then it was you. And I was like, woo-wee!
I know, and then I was like, oh my God, is she mad at me? I'm like, not this again.
Another poem. Here we go again.
I'm like, on the midnight train. I'm like in the checkout line, like crying to myself.
Well, then I hear a hi, Katrina, because I'm looking at Pop at this point, and I turn around and I'm like, nobody knows me in this city. I know like 4 people, and I turn around and I'm like, oh, thank God, it's Molly.
Yeah, so that was our run-in.
Yeah.
Our run-in this week.
Yes.
That was our only interaction that we had.
Well, yeah, in person, yeah.
Well, yeah. Besides our constant.
Besides, like every 2 minutes there's something on my group message, but other than that.
Oh man. Okay, so how was your week besides that?
It's pretty good. I got new headshots. It's gonna be really boring actor talk,
yes.
so I don't know if we need to talk about it, but
We can talk about it for a second at least. They're so good. Do you want to shout out the headshot photographer?
Absolutely. Jackson Davis Photography.
Amazing.
Studios in downtown LA I've done probably maybe 7 shoots at this point in my life for headshots, like at least. This is by far my favorite. So
Amazing.
good. So fun.
Yay.
What did I do today? I mean,
Are you looking at your calendar to jog your memory?
Yeah, I have to do that like one day.
Oh wait, and do you also want to shout out your wardrobe provider?
No.
Okay.
Just kidding. Yeah, most of the wardrobe in my headshots was
totally-
Rachel's Closet.
I was
Incorporated, LLC.
Is it a franchise or?
It's a boutique.
Oh,
Yeah,
up and coming.
Got to know about it.
Yeah,
I
kind
know,
of like a hole in the wall place.
I know the owner. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
a speakeasy.
Cool.
I shout out to Google Lens for letting me. My brain just stopped working.
Okay.
Like there was a specific look I wanted to get, and I found like an exact outfit, and Google Lens, this is not an ad, lets you take a picture and then it'll pull up exactly where to buy it or buy dupes.
Oh, that's
And so that's
cool.
how I got like the exact like.
Sick. So you like upload a picture you found online and it like outputs that?
Yeah, or screenshot.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like I could do that with. I was showing him last week with your water bottle that you found. All right, this is not interesting.
Sorry.
It's okay, let me. That was so dramatic. Let me get. Is there paper towel in here?
No.
Oh.
Let me go get some.
Okay, thank you.
Pause for
I'm
dramatic
glad it
scream.
just didn't go on there.
Could I have been any more goddamn spastic?
That's the first go on a podcast.
This is going really well for the listener at home. Can you tell them what just happened?
Yeah.
We always neglect our poor listeners.
I know.
All
Sorry,
one of them.
sorry, listener.
It's Mark Toast.
Mark, in case you're listening to this and not just watching, there was a coffee that was spilled. Let's talk about this coffee, Molly.
Actually, do you want to try it? because this is actually the tonic espresso, orange mint tonic espresso that I've been talking about. I like that face, man. It's actually delicious. So tonic espresso is kind of like an LA thing.
Thanks, Charles.
Thank you, Charlie Boy.
Please. Okay.
Okay, but can you describe the flavor? Because this seems like it's
did.
illegal.
It's orange mint tonic espresso.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. But that seems illegal.
Illegal.
It seems illegal.
Well, let me say this. You don't really taste the mint. It's more like a sparkly, spicy orange espresso.
Okay, so this sounds disgusting because anything orange and mint, like think about orange juice toothpaste situation. Blech. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It seems wrong.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I see you. I hear you. I'm also gonna make you both try this. It's delicious. Okay, so LA espresso, first of all, is like an LA thing, which for some reason you guys have not had before.
Wait,
What is it?
What did I say?
LA.
Sorry, tonic espresso.
Oh, okay.
Did I say LA espresso?
Yeah.
Of course.
LA
Oh wait,
espresso.
okay, moment of truth. Rachel's gonna try it. Listeners, her head just exploded. You don't like it?
I don't think so.
Okay,
That
Katrina.
mouth was like. That was perfection. Okay.
Maybe you'll have to try a plain one
It makes
first.
me feel like my body is shriveling up inside
It is a
itself.
strong. If you don't like espresso, you're not gonna like it.
Oh,
I
know.
like espresso.
No,
That's not the
excited.
part.
All right.
Please take this away from me.
I'll take that back, thank you. And actually, I'll spill it again one more time for good measure.
Yeesh.
Ooh. I'm glad that you like it.
It's delicious.
Me too. I'm
like-
happy that
yeah.
you like
Thank
it.
you. Thank you for the support, you guys. I really appreciate that.
If you're happy, we're happy.
If you're happy and you know what, spill your drink.
Oh, okay. Katrina, how was your week?
How was my week? So last week on the pod, I explained how I had to get my crown filled and that I talked like a weirdo for an entire night out with a bunch of strangers. So not 2 days later,
She's stuck like that.
I'm just kidding, forever. Not 2 days later did I kind of forget / kind of not and just took a gamble and shoot some gum.
Oh, she lives dangerously.
Did, and it popped right out, my temporary crown, onto my gum. So I had half a tooth all of last Sunday, and
Oh my
it
gosh.
felt really odd to eat, drink, or breathe. Those are all kind of essential.
And constant.
Personally,
Yeah.
I can go without breathing, but that's just a personal choice.
So Monday morning I had to like emergency, not really, it wasn't like hurting me, but it was very uncomfortable. I had to call them super early and I had to get my teeth like, I didn't go numb this time, so they literally like put glue on it and like shoved it back up into like my open nerve ending. So,
Oh my.
so that was Monday. And then, but something that was cool that happened this week is I ran into Johnny Knoxville at the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch Jackass when you were younger?
No.
Vaguely remember, but not really.
Okay.
But I know that I just see the new one.
Yeah, but the old one is better, and like they had all these spin-offs and everything, and anyways, different crowd, but they would have loved this story that I ran into Johnny Knoxville. And I went home and like, well, I went home. I called my parents and I told them all about it, and my dad was like, really? From what? Or like, from Jackass. And then my mom came on the phone and she's like, oh, what's it from? And I'm like, Jackass. And she's like, what?
That's what you're gonna say hi?
So I was...
She didn't
Do
actually
you
see
mean that
him.
you saw them and that was the run?
Well, no, I literally accidentally ran into him
Oh.
because I turned around and like I went to walk away and he came up to the yogurt section at the grocery store and I was like, sorry, and then I was like, shit, it's Johnny Knoxville, and then I walked away pretending like then I got really self-conscious, like when you see a cop when you're driving your car, like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, like he thought I was like stalking him at that point, and I was just like, oh my god, like, oh shit, I'm not really here, like I'm not here for you.
I'll take the tracker back, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Like I'm here for like treats and stuff, like I'm going like yogurt, like I'm not here.
Where were you? Whole Foods or
Erewhon.
Erewhon?
I'm here for the treats. I'm here for the treats.
Whole Foods is a hot spot. In our
You
Whole
say
Foods.
that, but
Yeah.
Dude, I have seen everyone there. Everyone.
us?
Yeah, actually.
You would be at the bottom of the list, but the top in my heart, but
Right.
And then Rachel and I have a fun what happened to us story.
Yes,
I'll
we
let you tell that
do.
one.
Yes, we do. Okay, so
1 second. Thank you.
okay, rude.
I just didn't want to do it in your story.
No, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so
No, thank you. So, what day was this?
Friday, after the last pod.
Okay, great. So last Friday, Katrina and I, we were needing some joy in our life. So we decided to go to Olive Garden because we had been talking about it on the pod, I think, or just with each other. It all blurs
Because we
together.
ran into Dave.
Yeah, yes. Our friendly Olive Garden waiter. So we were like, you know what, we should just go. So we did. And side note, we have knocked out the perfect order.
Yeah.
We get the soup and salad and breadsticks, bottomless, and then we split.
It's revolutionary.
Shut up. Then we split a children's order of chicken Alfredo. Okay, so that way we can have our soups, our salad,
Your
our
Alfredo
breadsticks.
and eat it too.
Yeah, literally.
And
So
then
you
you
can.
get a perfect bite of Alfredo.
Yes,
Okay,
and
I'm
it's
with
like
you.
not too much. It's only $6 without the chicken on it.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you get a side of fries.
And you get a side of fries.
Okay, well, sold with the fries.
Right. So we were there, got our soup and salad and breadsticks, and then later came out the kids' fettuccine Alfredo. And you know how they always ask.
I like how they're the separate courses, but it's like a little.
Right. So you know how they come out with a cheese roll grater thing.
Yes.
And they ask you what you would like it on. So they'd already done that with the soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Has Dave had a panic attack yet?
We didn't have Dave. We had someone else who was lovely.
Yeah.
A different girl delivered the kids' Alfredo to the table, though. And as she puts it down, she turns to us and asks, "Do you think they'll want cheese on it?" As if there's a child joining us. And the only choice we had was to be like, "I think they will."
Oh, Braxton loves cheese. A little extra for that one, please. Actually, you can just leave it on the table.
It's the whole block. Yeah, so that was hilarious, and we just kept reminiscing on will they want cheese? I believe they will.
Yeah. Cheese.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to order fries at a Chinese restaurant last night. No, because it was a bar. I didn't know they served Chinese food. We were me and Carly were at this rooftop bar. Don't you say it! Don't you say it!
Left out again.
Every week on my story, I see you guys somewhere. Do you see me complaining? No. Do I take it personally? Maybe. Do I complain? No.
You write poems.
Okay, I'm an artiste. What do you expect? Okay.
And I wrote a little something for you.
Can I have the floor, please? I'm just joking.
I didn't.
No, but so we were. I was sitting there with my tequila soda, and I'm looking forward to fries all night because we were at my friend's art gallery, whatever. We were hungry. We were getting drinks afterwards, and then I didn't even look at the menu. I was just like, oh yeah, can you get a side of fries? And they're like, yeah, we don't have. And I look at the menu, and it's like egg rolls and fried rice, and I'm like, oh okay. I guess
Can I get some fried rice?
Exactly. Yeah, I literally had fried rice with an egg with my tequila soda. I was starving, and it was 4 servings worth, so it's still in my fridge. It'll last me for a fortnight.
Was it good? I've always wanted to go.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
And that's a really nice rooftop.
Speaking of eating crazy foods, are you guys ready to do this?
So, needless to say, the movie that we are talking about this week is Scooby Doo, the movie, the live-action movie with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard and Rowan Atkinson and Isla Fisher and Pamela Anderson. Come on!
And Scooby Doo.
And Scooby Doo.
Yep, that's what it was.
That
That's
was
what we
so.
watched.
I have seen this movie a million times. Similar to Katrina last week, I knew every word and every word of every song.
You did. I caught that.
And Katrina also loves this movie, so this was fun for us
Yes, yeah.
watching this. We watched it together, not with you.
Fascinating. Thanks for the invite.
We did.
We invited you and you turned us down and then saw us at Whole Foods instead. You're like, sorry guys, I can't.
I couldn't. I had to do things,
No, I know.
including errands.
I'm joking. Okay, so but this was your first time watching this movie. Is that correct?
Regrettably so, yes.
Okay, so I have to know initial thoughts.
Are you sure you want to unleash this?
Yes, I
Wait,
yes.
Monsters Unleashed is the second one.
Ah,
So we do wanna unleash this monster.
Let's unleash.
Too bad we won't be doing that one.
Let's unleash your thoughts
Bummer.
like the protoplasm heads coming out of Scrappy Doo.
Well, let's just start with the fact that I watched it at 8 a.m. this morning.
Hilarious. That's the best time to watch it. No, it's not.
That's the worst
Katrina
time
was
to
saying the key to this, I think, we didn't do this,
No.
but the key, I think, is to watch this movie high.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's made for.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, me and Katrina both are, what's the word?
Hi. Just kidding.
We're
Not resilient.
Cynical.
no, we're immune to the effects of
Yeah.
weed. Me and Katrina both have like nothing. You
Really?
throw all the weed in the world at us. Yeah, we're like, I think we're like super people or something.
Okay.
Go. What were
What are your thoughts?
So you watched this at 8 a.m. this morning?
I did, yeah. And I woke up at like 6 a.m. with anxiety, becoming a trend here. And so I was like, I tried to fall asleep, and then by 8 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna have to get a move on this anyway. And it was just not the best way to pull me out of like a nice state of unconsciousness. You know, just the sounds alone were like kind of like a nightmare that I would have had anyway. Let me start with, I just want to start with, well, I came...
Overall takeaway. I just want to know.
Overall takeaway, please take it away. That's my takeaway.
Okay, alright, whatever. Let's get into it.
Okay, I came for nothing, obviously, but I stayed for Mr. Bean. I was very happy that he was
Rowan
in
Atkinson.
I did change my tune a bit when I saw him, only for 5 or so minutes, though, and it got back.
Matthew Lillard was my boy.
Oh, he's
my favorite
so
part.
good.
Who?
Matthew
Shaggy.
Lillard.
Shaggy.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Matthew Lillard is such a versatile actor.
I've only ever seen him in this movie, so I can't speak to
He's
that.
been
but I'll
in
take
quite
your
a few
word.
things, but you know, he's great. Anyway, so hit us with it, Mal.
Well, okay. I mean, I just have like random scattered notes. Like there was this one part that I did find quite humorous, where they were like something about how you don't flick the dog in the nose to discipline him, and then he's like, bah! He punches him in the face. I'm like, okay.
When I say Katrina and I burst into laughter, that is correct.
Yeah, that was funny.
You gotta flick it on the nose. Doink. Hey.
But then shortly followed up with the nonsensical, am I supposed to believe a woman is eating dog treats?
Okay, but this is what we told you. The one thing that we told you going into this
What did
is
you
that
tell me?
you have to remember that it's sort of like a joke on itself. It's very self-aware. So
How is that? That makes no sense.
So context from the original cartoon is that like Shaggy ate the Scooby snacks too. They eat a lot of food, even though like he's skinny. He's supposed to be like a stoner.
That's
but-
the whole joke.
Yeah, so that they'll like eat anything. So these Scooby snacks are like technically dog food, but like everyone in this universe eats them too. Like not everyone, but a lot of people do. It's like not
Okay.
frowned
Did you
upon.
notice in that moment though where she's like, I'm Mary Jane, and he's like, Mary Jane is like my favorite name, and that's a whole like stoner joke too.
yeah.
Like, you know.
I didn't get any of the stoner references because like there wasn't any that I didn't know about the universe, so like I didn't know.
Yeah,
He
you know,
was
Mary
never,
Jane,
like,
marijuana.
high. Well, you know, I get that, but like they didn't set up any other way. So
How about the van that had smoke coming out of it?
Like they were.
I gotta say I was half watching. So I
Okay,
might not
like they
see
were
that.
hotboxing, but really they're just grilling hot dogs
I was
inside.
probably like making
or
my-
eggplant hamburgers.
Yeah. But this like movie does prove that there's someone for everyone, because like she was eating the Scooby snacks too, and he was like, "Oh my God, Scooby snacks! Those are my favorite." I'm like, "Okay, ew," but like, oh, like you
Yeah.
got your
Isla
dog
Fisher.
Scooby
I didn't
snacks.
tell. I didn't.
I mean,
throw
it
her
really
in.
would take a fantasy world for those two to end up together. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean they're very similar, kind of hippy dippy stoner type.
Was she? I
Yeah.
feel like she had like no character in this. I mean, I love the actor.
Watch it again.
That won't be happening. The name Spooky Island, 0 points for creativity. What is that about?
Okay, but think about all the Scooby Doo shows. They're all like kind of generic. Also,
I never watched
when we talk about Spooky Island, that needs to be a theme park.
Yeah, it does.
Like, come on, that would have been awesome. The
Does
whole
it?
yes,
Does it?
yes, the
Does
rides,
it?
the hotel that they were staying at.
It
It
was
had
a
a
hotel?
yeah, with a bar and stuff inside. Where the only
Why was there a sound stage in this?
because they make their like internal, like employee.
Brainwashing video.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, this gang from like the original Scooby Doo gets sent to the Spooky Island after they've all broken up with each other, and they're no longer part of Mystery Inc. and they have to go solve a mystery, and they all get like coerced into doing it, and they all arrive, and they're like, I don't really want to solve it with you, so I'm gonna solve it by myself, which gives like a nice little turn and like a refresh to the series. But I like how they also did a lot of like references to the original and like eating the kooky food and like some of it was a bit much, but I think again, like that was the play on it. Like they were making fun of themselves.
It was a caricature.
Yeah. It was.
Even Sarah Michelle Gellar, I noticed there was like a split second at the very beginning where like the gang is about to break up, and she did the exact like Daphne stance, and I was like, amazing. It was so good though.
Yeah.
You hate us.
There's a part where the theme park had an announcer, which first of all, that's not a thing. He goes, world famous spring break spot for college students. Was that the only way to get the exposition across? Like, literally an announcer at this theme park for what the demographic was?
Okay,
I didn't buy that.
That's kind of a tropey thing though in this like era of movies. Think about
no trope zone. I don't like it.
Think about like Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
There was like an announcer with a megaphone like over the intercom.
But it wasn't like whatever high school they went. No, Grove High School for high school students in the San Francisco area.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. The moment that they have that beach party scene.
What is it?
Right before the Stupid Cupid starts, and they're like, Grove High School, spring break, whatever. That's like such a trope.
But that's different though. They're at a party, not a theme park. What theme park have you waltzed into where they had an announcement?
How about in Finding Dory?
Huh?
This is Sigourney Weaver.
It is a little funny to be like, you guys are at a theme park for college students.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, or I know this isn't a theme park, but also like in Cinderella Story with that girl who is the,
Well,
intercom.
I agree the megaphone intercom thing is a trope, but
It is a trope to drive the story forward.
this is
Just like
this
this.
is different though.
It's not.
It's different because I hate it. You know what? Back off my grill, son.
What?
That's a line they had. It was their scamming my squirrel line. Back off my grill, son. Yeah.
Yes.
Can we talk about the overall Scooby Doo trope of Velma, who you are so graciously portraying right now?
Here's the thing, I dressed up as her a couple years ago for Halloween. I didn't wear
Do
them.
you have fake bangs now?
No.
So my thing is, if you are in a mystery solving gang, get some contacts. Like, you're gonna lose your glasses, like, a lot. Like, you're running from bad guys almost every week. And, like...
They're impractical at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's
she
her fault.
literally can't see an inch in front of her face. She's always just like, I can't see. And then she ends up in, like, the cartoon touching a monster or whatever. And it's like, well, that's on you, bro.
Yeah, like, get
It
basic,
is, but it's
girl.
comedic effect.
I know, but, like, the first time, okay, I get it. And then after that, get some contacts.
True. One thing, okay, I had to bring this up. It's at the very beginning because I knew that you would just die. Is at the very beginning when they're finding the bad guy in that
Toy factory.
Wow Toys factory, and the guy shows up behind Shaggy and he goes, he's like right behind me, isn't he?
I missed that.
Really? It's
Yeah.
in the first it's for sure in the first 5 minutes, maybe in the first 2 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved that. Too bad I'll never be seeing it again.
Like he's right behind me.
Oh, maybe I did. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
They put the voice on it. I want to talk about how I think Fred was the inspiration for Ryan Gosling as Ken.
I said this! I even Googled it and brought it up. I was like, Katrina,
Dude.
look! I was like, it's the exact same.
Is that not Ryan Gosling himself? Like, oh my goodness.
as Ken?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I wasn't arguing with you.
I was like, but look!
Put the knife down, Rachel. She's like, I agree with you.
I agreed! It's true though. I thought the same thing. That's so funny that you brought that up. I didn't even write that down.
I love the disposable cameras and spring breakers.
I brought those up. Do you remember those? Like,
Yeah.
in real.
I do remember them.
No, but Rachel didn't. Like, they were the specific kind of disposable camera that had like the little Polaroid pop out. So you don't remember?
Huh?
I know.
Say
I
again,
remember
say
the
again.
look of them. They were like really long rectangular cameras.
Yeah, and you would like get an
Yeah.
instant Polaroid out of them. They weren't just like you didn't take them to CVS and get them like.
Oh, they were like a disposable Polaroid hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that specifically, but
Me either.
that's pretty cutting edge.
They were all over this movie. I saw at least 5. It was like a big
Oh, wow.
per camera, guys.
Yeah.
I really loved the soft arm choreo of the drum circle dancers.
I was just gonna bring it up.
whole like
We
such like NPC moves.
Later when they're doing that at the very end before the sacrifice moment, and Fred is like, the electric slide, and he just keeps dancing. I love that moment. Anyway, I wish we could find, I'm sure we could, it probably wouldn't take too long because with technology these days, but I really want to find one of the dancers that was in that scene. The shirtless, because I just want to hear about their experience on sex. I feel like it'd be hilarious.
So in that same scene, Velma like calls out all of the tricks of Spooky Island like in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of a dick move because like that's they signed up for like a spooky experience. It's like going into a haunted house and being like, there's the ghost, like the mechanics.
Yeah,
So-
she's like, if it weren't for the projectors.
She's like the
Buzzkill.
definition of like girl who can't have fun at parties.
yeah.
She's like, we're out of ice.
But have you ever done that before? I've totally done this on like an accidental level as a child. Like every year we would go to this like historical theme park in Michigan.
Wait,
And-
which one?
Greenview Village.
Oh, of course.
I'm sorry.
I've never been there.
I feel like I disappointed
Really?
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually kind of like awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I think my brother went there for a field trip. That's
yeah,
what probably.
yeah, we had a lot of field trips there.
But every year we'd go for Halloween and they would jump out of this like covered bridge as ghosts and they would like try and scare you. So like I was gonna be all brave and like I'm gonna get them this year. So I brought my flashlight and before they could jump out at anyone I was like, there you are! And the guy was just like I scared the crap. He's like, please stop shining that light. I'm trying to do my job. He's like,
Girl, shit.
I'm making $12 an hour, lay off me.
And I was just like, I felt so badass. I was just like, haha, I found the ghost.
Oh my god. Good for you. I'm proud of you for that.
So basically, in Mystery Inc. myself is the moral of that story.
Ah, yes. Ooh, if you guys were a member of Mystery Inc., who would you be?
100% Velma, because she's just like, everything sucks.
Yes, that's. I feel like I would probably be Daphne. Let's face it.
Yes.
I think it'd still be Shaggy.
I think so too.
I like
Who would
that.
be our Fred? Charles?
All for it.
No,
I feel like it'd be Mark, honestly.
Yeah.
You kind of bear a resemblance.
You can be Scooby.
I don't know if that's a compliment or.
It is. The show is called Scooby Doo.
He's the best one.
Well, for them, it's a compliment. Every noise out of that dog mouth made me so angry.
Reggie?
Please don't. It's so triggering. I'm like, as soon as I turned it on, I'm like, oh, this is one of those you had to be there moments
Oh.
kind of things.
A little bit, which I told you
Which,
about.
to be fair, is our entire
Yeah.
podcast.
Mhm.
So,
yeah. Dose of our own medicine
Yeah.
to you.
This is how Katrina must have felt for just my look.
And me, I didn't seen it yet.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
This is how I'm gonna feel for a lot of the movies on the list.
Oh yeah, but no one spoiled anything. We know that.
Right. Okay, so can we talk about the tutorial video that they find where it says the societal do's and don'ts, the interaction between young people is polite and casual. You remember that part?
I think I may have fallen asleep during this
Oh
part.
my god, Molly.
Great
I'm
part.
sorry. It sounds
This
like
is-
the lost, like the Dharma Initiative video.
This is the most hilarious part of the entire movie.
So they
Okay.
all go into the spooky castle to like look for clues, and they find this like video.
This brainwashing tutorial video that then is educating the people, the spring breakers, when they're all like, you know, brainwashed how to behave. And that's why they talk all weird. I don't know if you put that together.
Yeah,
How
I
they
knew they were
talk.
brainwashed.
Okay, so it says, today, young people have a language all of their own. And a moment that I wrote down, in quotes, no big whoop dog. Yo, did you catch that new vid on the box? True dat. I'm up to snizzuff on all the popular trends. Word.
Up to what? What?
Snizzuff.
We had to turn on the subtitles to learn that.
Up to snizzes. No cap.
No cap. Did you have that same quote written down?
Yeah, right here.
Hilarious.
Hey, you know when you gotta scam a squirrel, it's gotta be up to snizzaff.
Snizzuff.
Yeah, snizzuff.
Snizzuff.
That's what I said.
Snizzuff.
Who wrote that? That
Yo.
was surely not ever a word.
No big whoop dog.
No big whoop dog.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
back off my grill, son.
Did you like the moment where Sugar Ray was singing to Daphne?
Which?
Oh my god, did you watch?
I swear I did, but I like some of it was passively.
I dream of something. I see
Oh,
you
yes,
again.
yes. And then she's like mesmerized, and then she's like,
trying.
yeah.
And
I
she's
loved
like,
his
Frosted Tips.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, iconic.
Yeah.
But the production design for this movie though must have been like the largest budget of the overall because there
Really?
was so much detail. Yeah, everything on that island from like the stained glass was like spookified. And then like all of the sound, I don't know if either of you caught this, but like it was all based on the theme song. So like all of the background like ambiance like composition was all like a version of the theme song, and I was like, this is awesome.
It was all very well thought out, I
Yeah.
have to say.
So I just say I did not catch that. No. It's okay. I will say I don't know if I'm skipping here, but I loved the scene where they're switching bodies over and over.
Yes, and
That
they're
was
having
hilarious.
to act as each other.
Yeah,
like I
that's
just,
so fun.
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when they were filming that, because that would have been hilarious to
Miley
see.
Cyrus style, maybe. Fly on the Wall, it's a song.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so fun. That was about the only part I liked, but.
I can look at myself naked.
Oh yeah. I was actually surprised they put that in a kids movie.
Yeah, there's some funny parts.
This movie was originally got an R rating.
What?
Yeah, this movie was supposed to be made.
Hold up.
Mm-hmm. So they did a lot of cutting, but originally it was supposed to be Shaggy was supposed to be a stoner, Velma and Daphne were supposed to be lovers, and this is going to be like a
Wait, Daphne and Velma?
yeah, a lesbian couple.
What year was this?
2002.
Mm-hmm. James Gunn wrote it, so he does all of like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and things like that. So yeah, it actually got an R rating
That's
when it
funny.
first came out, and they had to cut it.
Who was it for?
Us. The people who grew up watching Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but you don't make kids movies for like.
No, but the original series came out in the 60s, so that's who this would have been geared more towards.
like my parents watched Scooby-Doo.
They did.
They did. As kids.
Oh, you said
Like-
it was watch. I thought like watch, like present tense.
No, my parents watched Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the cartoon.
but I'm like, but you're making a kids movie,
But I don't think it was
It wasn't
initially
original.
a kid's
so it was
movie.
originally for the OGs.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it was like originally written like a lot raunchier and a lot more like, yeah, pushing the envelope, and then they cut it, and then when this cast got cast, it got turned into more of a kid-friendly movie, and then Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze were already married at this time, and it
No,
kinda
they
got-
were not. They got married in September, and this movie came out in June.
So they're all already very involved with each other at this point.
Who are those two characters? Who are those?
Daphne and Fred.
Okay.
And so yeah, so a lot of them didn't like the original first cut because it was like a little too mature. So I don't know if that would make you like or dislike the movie more, Molly. But originally it was supposed to be a lot more like raunchy, pushing the envelope. And
I need to see this version.
yeah.
I need it in my life. Can we get a director's cut? Please. That would be hilarious. And then we can compare the two. Oh my
And
god.
can I get a cut that's like just an entirely different movie altogether?
Hilarious. So, what did you think about when people start to get brainwashed and like they turn into like monsters? Like when Mary Jane is a man in a mask.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. I mean, none of it really hit me that hard, to be quite honest. It wasn't exactly like a profound movie watching experience, but I did appreciate, like I said, the body swap humor. By about minute 45, I was like, I got stuff to do.
It does take a turn. We were talking about this. It's like it starts off like, oh, okay, and then it does. The second half is weird.
It just like was all over the place for me.
Yeah.
Once they brought out the little evil dog, I was like, okay,
So
let's
they-
wrap this up.
Yeah, I have 2 points to that. But like the first is like they don't ever actually explain any of the magic. It's just kind of like it exists.
The magic?
Yeah, like the protoplasms and like these demons. Like it's just
Oh.
like there was no like lore or like anything beyond it. Like
You're not
it-
up on your protoplasm lore?
I'm not.
But even in like
Missed that day in
Scooby-Doo.
school, I guess.
Well, I think they sort of explained it when Velma's looking at the Damon-ritis at the bar.
The what?
The Damon-ritis.
The pyramid.
What hurts? Oh, okay.
The thing that opens.
Yes. Oh, that almost swallowed her alive. And she
Yeah.
waited 10 hours to try to escape it. She was like, oh no, it's closing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Daphne?
Daphne did that.
And then she like runs out, almost gets sliced. And like,
Yeah.
you had like all the time in the world, homegirl, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe I missed that part. I just feel like they glossed over like how it works. Where in the only other one I remember where like real magic existed, and that's probably not true, but is Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, where there were actually zombies, but like there was like an explanation as to like why with like old tales and stuff. And this was just kind of like there's magic.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of kids' movies are like that. You know, where it's like, this is what it is. You on board? Here we go.
Yeah.
I know,
You know?
but like for them specifically, like the trope is it's always a guy in a mask.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, like, for this to not be that, I feel like there should have been, like, a little more of a background.
That's true. That is
But
true.
it was, right? Wasn't the Mr. Bean guy the guy in the mask?
Yeah, well, no, it was, Scrappy Doo was the guy dressed up as Mr. Bean.
Yeah. But it was technically just like a mask, right?
Yeah. It was, because he was disguised.
Yeah, I guess, but like the demons and stuff, but whatever.
Yeah, they didn't really explain that.
No.
I just have to say, speaking of all that stuff, I hate, to this day, I mean, this like haunted me as a kid, but I still hate to this day the moment where Mary Jane is on the back of the four-wheeler with Shaggy, and she gets slammed in the face by the branch, and her face gets all like monster-like, and she looks at Scooby, and then she like does the stretch thing, and then it goes back and she smiles, and it's like, hee. I hate that part. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, everything in my body rejects it. I hate it.
It's gross. It's a creepy scene.
Yeah. Oh, so I just had like a fun little, parallel universe moment. You know that part where Scooby gets, like, he drops down in that hole thing because he's about to be their sacrifice?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice? And then Shaggy's like gonna rescue him, and first of all, he dives down, which is
I
rule
thought
number
about
one: don't dive. But I was like, because then it's kind of reminiscent of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm like, whoa, what if this led to the Chamber of Secrets? And then there was a whole like crossover.
Mashup.
Speaking of that, though, just a little tidbit for you: 2002, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets came out. But yeah, I just found that funny because that was in both of those movies, and they both came out that same year. Anyway, I just wish they would have done like a little like mashup trailer where it's like Shaggy.
I'm sure there is one on YouTube.
And it's like him coming into the Chamber of Secrets.
And the deep cut.
There's a demand that needs to be filled, Rachel.
Indeed.
Hey, you could be the one. You could be the catalyst for change. Be the change you want to see in the world.
So we did.
Well, I think it rocks.
I do think it rocks.
So we did already kind of like touch on this, that Scrappy Doo is the villain in this movie.
Really intimidating name.
Scrappy Doo. He's actually the most annoying one in the television series.
Either that or I'm out of here. Sorry, I can do all the voices.
Can you?
No, not well, but it's inside me, like a protoplasm, ready to be released.
That's protoplasm. Sketch every time.
To be clear, he was not in the original first two seasons, which are the best two seasons of this like cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
He is the most annoying part.
Yes.
But anyways, they kick him out of the car in the desert. I would be pissed too.
Well, but he peed on Daphne. He was marking his territory on Daphne.
So, and if Ali peed on you, are you gonna leave him in the middle of the desert?
No, he was already being a little dick.
I'm just saying, kick him out of the gang, that's fine, but not 6 miles away in the middle of the desert.
It is a little bit abusive, but only when you think about, because I thought Scrappy was a puppy, but they explained that he just had, Velma explains that he has some sort of like,
growth disorder or whatever.
yeah, so he's an adult.
Again, totally fine. Kick him off like a mile but 6 miles in the desert, it just seemed like...
How do you know it was 6?
Because it said 6 miles to the next town on a little, like...
But for a dog, they can run that fast in like 5 minutes.
Alright, I'm just saying, I get why he's a little ticked off. Maybe not enough to like world dominance, but a little peeved. I could see it.
Okay, that's a hot take.
Thanks.
I have to say that I forgot that cave climbing scene existed. I loved that scene so much as a kid, and I just remembered, I don't know what it was about these early 2000 movies and climbing. There were so many different like climbing things. Catch That Kid, even they rock climb in Princess Diaries.
National
I don't know.
Treasure.
Yeah, they're always climbing, and they don't make movies like this anymore, guys.
There's no climbing anymore. There's no climbing movie. Mom, they took my climbing movies.
I have to say, I did tear up a little bit when,
Oh my God.
when Shaggy and Scooby have that really sweet moment where Shaggy's trying to save Scooby Doo from being a sacrifice, and Scooby Doo thinks that it's a good thing to be a sacrifice. He's like, "Who's your best buddy?" He's like, "Raggy," and then he's like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's so sweet.
What was the whole point of having Scooby in this movie at all? Because like, what did he even contribute?
So the whole main point of him being the sacrifice is that to finalize Scrappy, his power and taking over all these bodies or whatever, he needed one
Annoying ass dog.
No, he needed one soul, one pure soul.
Okay.
And humans are not pure. Dogs are pure. So he needed Scooby-Doo's soul.
Yeah, well, I just like the whole movie, like, he wasn't helping. He was just hindering. He wasn't, no.
But that's the cartoon, too.
But that's the whole thing, is that he never really helps until he does, and then he puts his stamp on it, and then it's the next episode.
All right.
He accidentally helps. Him and Shaggy accidentally
the
fall
final
in.
quarter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, one more scene that I have to talk about is Daphne's karate scene at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I lived for that as a kid. I just wanted to be her in that scene all the time.
I am her in that scene all the time.
With the pink boots and everything.
Mhm.
That's cool.
It's a side of myself I don't show you guys very often.
Mm.
Actually, ever.
Oh,
But now you know.
cool.
So,
You need to bring it out more.
I'm a black belt. And I wear pink boots.
What did she say at the beginning? Something about, I turned my body into a weapon, or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that.
that really would be you if we were casting this with us. It
Me?
would totally be you, yeah.
I turned my body into a weapon.
And I'd just be in the corner, like, rolling my eyes.
And I'd be eating something like Shaggy.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Guys, you guys see there's donuts over here.
I'll use my tongue as an oar and swim to the edge. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, this movie came out in 2002. Like I said, same time as Chamber of Secrets. There were a lot of other very monumental moments happening during this year as well. Can we just talk about them for a second? Number 1, Britney and Justin broke up. Oof. Number 2, Christina Aguilera entered her dirty era.
I've never left. Oh.
Oh. Number 3, Michael Jackson caused an international controversy after he dangled Prince Michael II off the balcony of his hotel
That he
in
did.
Berlin. Whoopsie. Number 4, Nickelback, How You Remind Me,
Oh.
debuted.
Banger.
Legendary. Number 5. Sorry, this has no
Rolling
order.
right through these.
I just have a lot of screenshots.
Say it like an announcer at a baseball game.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne released her debut album Let Go and was quickly proclaimed as the anti-Britney. Ooh.
Oh.
I never
didn't know
heard
was
that,
a thing.
but I love it.
I don't feel like they were ever competing.
No.
I don't think so either, but it was kind of like the other side of the spectrum, I would say.
Yeah, like a little punk Britney.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7. I don't know what number I'm on. Apple released its second generation iPod, which held a then whopping 20 gigabytes
Oh my
of storage space. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
So that was the one that actually had a screen. Like the first screen that
Yeah.
kind of just looked like a calculator.
Yeah. Since your T94 or whatever you call it.
Yeah, T9.
T9.
Also, Kelly Clarkson won the very first season of American Idol.
Wait, that was the first season? Was her?
Yeah.
I thought
She's
it
the
was
OG American Idol.
Oh, I totally watched her season. I didn't know she was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people wait a lifetime.
Dude, like literally that song plays in my head nonstop since that year.
So good. Oh, man.
I can't feel the same. I also have some facts.
Okay, spit some. Spit some at me.
Spit some. Crossroads. The Britney Spears movie came out that year.
Wait,
What?
I have to interrupt. Did you guys recently see this? This is related. I think it was for this movie. She was doing a press conference, and she was obviously answering questions. The reporter asked her, like, I noticed that you had a kiss in this movie. How did Justin feel about that? Or whatever. And Britney Spears, in her baby fucking voice, slays this woman. She goes, "We're acting." She goes, "It's a movie. You're an adult. You should know that."
I saw that. She's so iconic for that. My favorite Britney interview moment is when Tucker Carlson who was like, he's like, "Yeah, do you drink? What kind? Do you drink special Pepsi? Do you drink Giant Pepsi?" She's like, "Just regular Pepsi. Just regular. Yeah, what kind? What do you mean Pepsi? Just regular."
Something also
I
iconic.
really do like Pepsi. Oh my god.
Something also iconic to Britney Spears are the low-rise jeans, which
Oh,
are real hot.
Yeah.
She slayed the low-rise jeans.
She did. And then I had ones you already said. So
Oh,
those are my
sorry.
two- No.
I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I just got excited.
Don't steal my thunder.
I bring my own thunder.
I mean, sunshine.
yeah, sunshine
Yeah,
is the
that was
word.
mom.
Steal my sunshine.
Don't steal my thunder. I kind of like that. Did you guys see? I'm sure you saw the iconic Ashley Simpson performed with Demi Lovato. You make me wanna love this week. Hello. I sent it to you guys in the group chat. You guys didn't watch what I said.
Oh my gosh. You mean the friend homework that you sent us?
That's only because you deleted your TikToks and they built up over time. That's not my fault. I can't be held accountable. No, Demi Lovato at a concert. I don't really follow her, but Ashley Simpson, she brought her out and they sang a song together. Ashley's.
Oh no, I saw the one in your story, and I must have missed the one in the group though.
I sent it to the group chat.
I don't remember. When did you send it?
Yeah, yesterday.
I got lost in the shuffle.
Sorry.
Well,
All 800 of
All the other things.
anyway, me and the listeners will have a little reminiscent moment. So anyway, Ashley Simpson came out.
To camera.
It was a You make me wanna la la. One of our best songs.
I know the song,
arguably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Katrina, what were your thoughts about this movie, seeing it again, fresh eyes, adult life? When was the last time you saw this movie?
Oof. 15 years ago?
Oh, wow. I've
Yeah.
definitely seen it since then. I mean, what? Same here. So, thoughts?
The Netflix queue is like, again, Rachel?
I thought it was just as fun. I appreciated pieces of it more this go around.
I think I did too.
But I love the originals, and I think just seeing it come to life and like a making fun of itself tone, it makes me happy.
Yeah, same. I'm a huge Scooby Doo fan.
Yeah.
Cartoons.
Same.
This
Watch them
movie.
all the time.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't think this one will ever get old. I think I find more nuggets the longer I watch it. You know?
Yeah.
You too, Mom?
Every time it gets better.
Ladies and gentlemen, get down. Say it.
I got one, and it's a two for today. It's a confession and it's an obsession.
Hit us with it.
Oh my god, so you guys aren't going to know what this is because you're not on the TikTok. But there is something that is absolutely just taking over TikTok, and it's called...
Is it our TikTok? I'm just kidding.
That too. It's called the Miami Boys Choir. It's a little group of Jewish boys from 2008, and they're in this show choir, and it is unbelievably good. It's like Glee on crack, okay?
Oh.
Like Ryan Murphy is probably punching the air for not discovering these kids. And they've gotten so famous, and like it's on everyone's FYP, like you can't escape it. So that all these guys who are now in their 30s are coming on TikTok and like recreating their performances and like showing where they are in their life right now. It is so good. I'm gonna
Wait,
make
so
you listen to
it took place in 2008 and it's just now coming to popularity on TikTok?
Yes.
They were 2000 and late.
Ah.
Probably
Black Eyed Peas. Right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow.
So I'm gonna show it to you in the car, or
Okay.
or here. Maybe you could put a clip in.
Right here.
My favorite is Yerushalayim. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
Okay.
absolute banger.
All right.
You'll
Nice.
see. You'll
Cool. I can't wait to listen, watch.
see. Yes.
Any confessions or obsessions from you, Katrina?
Mine is kind of a confession and obsession too.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something.
You are. This is why I'm doing it. So recently, I went back to see a new list of movies that I could start tackling as my next task. So I watched the IMDb.
I love a good task.
Like a fun task.
A project.
Before years ago, I watched the IMDb top 250 list of all-time movies. So I went back and I was going to do the AFI top 100, just so I can cross that one off too. And so my obsession/confession is I have never seen the movie Titanic.
Can you believe?
I'm sorry.
She had told me that a while back, and then she brought it up again. I was like, wait a second, Katrina, we're gonna make it one of our movies that we have to watch. I feel like it should be next week. What do you think, Mal?
My heart will not go on. How have you not seen this movie?
I know how it ends,
No, you don't.
So?
You don't. It's not about the boat. It's about the people.
and I know what happens to the people.
Do you?
No, it's all about the boat. That's my favorite part.
It's
Wait,
also
so
about the boat.
did you watch it?
No.
Tell us how-
So we're watching it
My
together?
confession
Yeah,
obsession is that I am still obsessed with not watching the Titanic.
We have to end this.
Are you against it?
It's just like one of those movies
sad.
that, well, yeah, but it's also like one of those where people.
It's just ego and pride. That's all.
Pride goeth before the fall, Katrina.
Well, it's like, oh, have you ever watched
Sorry,
Star
that was
Wars? Like some people are like, oh, I've never watched Star Wars, and they hold it as like a little badge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not watching.
It's
Star
not a
Wars.
badge.
But to some people it is, and this is mine.
It's not a badge.
So, okay, we'll just find something you can put the badge or just pin it on some other movie, and we'll have
Yeah.
to watch this. You
Yeah.
have to watch it.
You have to. It's so
You
good. Especially for.
Do it just for Celine Dion.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Okay, just making sure. Blank stare in response.
Well, at first I was like thinking Kate Winslet, and I was like, that's Kate.
Buffering.
Yeah, literally.
Rainbow.
But it's also really great storytelling. It's great movie making. It's
Well, clearly, it's on
It's
the
a
top
classic.
AFI 100.
I know. So if
on
anything,
video.
educate yourself.
I know, and that's always that angel devil on my shoulder of like, you have to know this.
If you're gonna be making movies for a living, you
I
have
know.
to watch the Titanic.
But then at the other, so that's my confession obsession, and it was a hot topic.
Boy, is it. All right, so you're gonna be so proud of me, Molly.
Really?
My confession / obsession this week. It's more of an obsession. So I recently started watching New Girl. I never watched it before, but so many people in my life have been like, you don't watch New Girl, like you are the audience. So I started watching New Girl, and we just started season 3.
Yeah, we're about to start.
Yeah, we're about to start season 3. My obsession is the very first Jess and Nick kiss in the hallway. Oh my god, I think
Welcome
it's
to
the
the party.
best
Yes.
piece of TV I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
it's iconic. Yeah.
Wow. And then I just love everything with them.
I'm glad you could experience that for the first time. I'm almost
Oh,
jealous. I wish I could for the first time.
I was super excited to sit there while she was experiencing it.
Katrina is just
I literally was like, eek, finally! And yeah,
And I was just like,
man, thank you to everyone out there who have told me that I need to watch New Girl. I'm saying it now.
Shout out to New Girl.
Shout out to New Girl.
Cast of New Girl, come on the show.
Zoe Deschanel, we love you so much.
They just started their own podcast.
Zoe and Property Brother.
Zoe and Lamorne and Hannah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
She's married to a Property Brother. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, bye.
Thanks, guys, so much for listening. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Millennial Drama Queen Pod, and please rate and subscribe wherever you're listening.
This podcast is brought to you by Mastermynd Media.